Hello, my name is Yoel Molina, and thank you so much for watching our video. I'm the owner and founder of the law office Yoel Molina, based here in Miami, Florida. We handle all sorts of matters, including criminal matters. In this video, we'll go over the procedure when you're about to meet with us about hiring us for criminal defense. If you have a pending criminal charge, you're in good hands. I've been an attorney for over 20 years. Our office has a 4.9 Google rating review, an excellent rating on Avo, and I was a former criminal prosecutor here in Miami-Dade County, and I was even a supervisor of other prosecutors while I was there. So in our case, if you're meeting with us, for a couple of things to remember, don't share your information with anyone about your case. Only talk about your case with me and with my office. Make sure that we get all court notices that you receive, all documents that you're given by the police. Make sure you share it with us. Make sure at all times you appear for all hearings in court, unless we say otherwise. There will be many hearings that you do not have to appear at, but unless you hear otherwise, please appear at all hearings. That said, always confirm with our office if you need to appear. That way you don't needlessly have to miss work. If you hire us before your arraignment, you definitely do not need to appear. No one needs to appear at your arraignment, not even myself, because we will file paperwork on your behalf. Throughout the process, what will end up happening, you will be given opportunities to review the evidence, speak with me about the evidence, review the charges against you, the evidence against you, and we will discuss your matter. The most important thing for you, in my opinion, apart from attending court when needed, sending us all communications from the courthouse when you get it, and not speaking to anyone else, is just make sure that we're always able to get a hold of you. Make sure you're always able to speak to us. We open a WhatsApp chat that is only for client communication for you, my staff, and myself to be in there. Once we meet with you and we answer all your questions, we will proceed to file what's called a notice of appearance in your case. That will advise the government and the court that we're your lawyers, and we'll make a request for them to provide us with all evidence, which they have to do by law. One thing to understand, as I mentioned, reference to earlier, when you do pay us, we work on a flat fee. We ask you to pay that up front. If you cannot pay the total amount up front, we have a third-party financing application where you can finance with them, and they pay us, and then you work out a payment plan with them. We try to be as reasonable as possible in our fees, but we do not do in-house financing, and to avoid any conflict. And what I mean by conflicts, what I've noticed in my past over 20 years experience is when you're in a payment plan with your client, that can lead to uncomfortable conversations and even avoidance by the client, or difficult conversations to have. On one hand, giving advice, and the other hand, giving money. It's almost like you're in a debtor-creditor relationship, and that can be uncomfortable for everyone involved. We prefer not to finance in-house to avoid this issue. We prefer to just either be paid in full up front or have you finance with a third party. As you prepare for the meeting, we ask you to please come with all your questions, come with all the information. But the key point here is at this time, you're going to have more questions than we have answers at this time. It's early on in the case. We're still investigating the case. You can ask the questions, but in my experience, oftentimes we cannot answer how much, what your sentence is going to be, what your sanctions are going to be, what the penalties are going to be. We may be able to give you a generalized advice, but we cannot tell you exactly what it is, because we likely haven't spoken to the prosecutor, the judge, or reviewed the evidence. So at this time, while we'll do our best to answer any questions you may have, in most cases, the answers cannot be answered at this time. So we encourage you at this time to communicate, stay available, send us information, and when you do have a question, simply ask, and we'll do our best to answer it and update you. We'll update you whenever we're getting information. We'll update you whenever there's something is new. We'll discuss the evidence against you. We'll discuss the offers they make. We will try to get an offer from the prosecution, and the offer is what the type of penalty they would like for you to have, or accept, should I say, so they can close the case out. But we won't know that until we speak with them. and we won't even know if it's a good offer until we review all the evidence. And so please, we want to thank you so much for considering my office for my services. I want to thank you so much for allowing us to assist you. This right here will cover most of the issues you're going to have, but if we're in a meeting and we overlooked anything or something is not rough in your case, feel free to ask it and we'll do our best to assist you. Thank you.